Well, what's up, guys? Happy Friday evening. You guys are going to love this news I'm going to give you. I was actually just kind of winding down, and, after Friday night dinner and everything like that has been accomplished, it just so happens I went on Facebook, and you would not believe it. So, yeah, PCGS, okay, renowned coin grader, has put out a bounty on the very first 2019 W West Point Lowell National Park quarter. Okay, that is discovered. So the very first one that is sent to them and therefore certified as being the first ever coin out of this program to be certified. Well, not only will their coin be properly tagged as being the first discovery, and I don't know if they're going to actually put the name of the owner of the coin, the very first specimen. There's actually more information on their website. They're dubbing this as the PCGS Coin Quest. It's kind of like the first of its kind. It's kind of neat, kind of cool. I don't typically put in this kind of spot in for for just companies in general, because I am like I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but because they are throwing this bone out there, and it's all over social media all of a sudden, it's crazy. But they're offering up a $5,000 bounty, again, for the very first coin found and the very first one discovered that has been sent to them, and it being the first one that they certify. They will tag it as the first discovery on the slab label, and you will receive $5,000. So, with that being said, okay, they hashtagged it PCGS Coin Quest. You can find out more information on their website, or you could check out PCGS's Facebook page. They have more information on there as well. I'm sure they have an Instagram and all that, Twitter. But if this doesn't kind of like fire up the good old loins, I don't know what does. Now let's talk a little bit about the implication of such a feat. Okay, now I had predicted and kind of made a rib on, you know what, these things could probably sell for about $100 to $200 right out of the chute for the first few examples. I might have to recant that a little bit. And honestly, because of this bounty, that's a game changer in some ways, because it's for a company like this, and I kind of knew that that there was going to be like this, high grade power play thing that's going to happen with these coins within the first 10 to 14 days, because after that they're all going to be circulated, and it's going to be tough to find some in really high grades. But what's going to happen as a result of this bounty is that I think it's going to drive the prices, all the secondary market value prices of these coins, not only because of the first discovery, but they also announced that, I don't know what the actual, well, anyways, I'm kind of skipping around, and I'm sorry about this, but all the other subsequent coins that are found afterwards, after the first discovery, they will also tag those as the early discovery or early release on there, which is pretty cool. Okay, and you're almost guaranteed to find probably some of the nicest coins available at the onset of this program. So it's a pretty important little breaking news subject that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And this is mostly for the folks that probably aren't subscribed to PCGS on any of the social media sites, or if you're not even into PCGS for that matter. It's going to have some sort of impact, okay, short term on these coins. Okay, I said $100, $200, given the importance and the attrition of these coins, because after a while, these things are going to get beat up, and high grade examples are going to be virtually non-existent after a point. It's probably gonna drive the prices up of BU coins, okay, and this is probably in the first 30 days, possibly to the $250-300 mark on the secondary market, ungraded, mind you. And again, it's certainly my opinion, but okay, you take a look at all the things that are happening, all of the forces at work here. Okay, so they have a low mintage coin that they will be releasing, which is going to comprise roughly about 0.5% of the entire mintage of the Lowell National Park quarter for both Philadelphia and Denver. That's kind of a huge deal. Because it's a really small amount. Someone had mentioned that, or a lot of people had questioned whether or not these were going to be made available either in bag or roll form through the US Mint website. And they made it absolutely clear that this is going to be strictly a circulation release issue, okay, which is going to change the pricing schematic in a absolute bonkers way. All right. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of comparisons about the S Mint BU coins, okay, that the US Mint sells in their store, okay, and you can buy a bag of what, 100. I forget what, $39.95 or something like that. It's. Anyways, they have them available in BU and in bulk status through the US Mint website every year. And the main difference is, okay, these are sold as a novelty, high grade, item to begin with, whereas this West Point circulated coin will be going directly out into the wild, okay, and then it face all sorts of circulation. It's the same way it's saying, you know what, we're going to take the 2020 proof set. We're actually not going to sell those in proof set form, and we're just going to distribute all the coins into circulation. I know it's kind of hard to see the analogy in all of it, but that is exactly what a good comparison would be. Is these coins are not going to be available in those higher echelon of grades after a while, and that's really going to set a market precedence on these. Now, another thing that I got a lot of kind of inquiries on is, if I find these on eBay, let's say it ends up being $100 to $200, do I buy them? I would say no, because even the high grade mint states will kind of tail off, after a while. That whole age old adage, okay, especially in the automotive market, okay, you like to have the most freshest designs, the highest technology cars as soon as they come out. So what is new is old, and then the next best thing comes along, and then now everybody forgets the 2015 BMW or whatever it is, or the Tesla Model S from 2014, and they're focusing on this new model. So when the low quarters come out, and then they finally phase out and they rotate out because of the next design, was it the one, the North Mariana Islands coin, people are going to forget about the Lowell. Okay, so what does that do to the market? It'll kind of, it's going to drop, okay? And probably another component that's gonna kind of make this coin drop in value is their, as you guys know, I had submitted on a previous video the actual citywide distribution list, and there's a lot of cities on there, but at the same time, they're kind of doing this slow drip method of disbursement. Okay, so because they have their initial first run of April 1st, okay, for the shipment, and then once the processing and all that stuff goes through all of the money handling guys like Loomis and was it Fargo and the other one, Wells Fargo. Yeah, it's a late night. Brinks. But once they go through those channels, it's about 4 to 6 weeks is what they were expecting before it actually hits the banks. Okay, so that the cities on that April 1st list, we'll see a drop point sometime end of April, first week of May. And all the other cities, and keep in mind they've duplicated cities for more of the drip into the marketplace of these 2019 West Point quarters. So I want to bring this to your attention. The news is kind of getting old about the whole PCGS $5,000 bounty because they announced it a few hours ago. So there's probably 2 or 3 other videos discussing the chase for the 2019 W. I mean, it's on. You have these coins that are going to be selling pretty well on the secondary market for the first few weeks, and then you have PCGS throwing out a bounty, which will probably provide a little bit of a spike in these coins because of it. All right, someone's gonna purchase a coin and say, hey, get it out to PCGS. Don't even send it to me. I'll pay you to send it there, or I don't know. I've seen some crazy things when it comes to coin and currency sales, so it wouldn't be out of the question. But anyways, yeah, I would say in about, let's see, today is the 5th? Yeah, so probably I would get started, searching around in the next 2 to 3 weeks, because, you never know. Some of these companies, they process faster than others. But what are you guys saying? Let me know what your, what your 2 cents is on this matter. I said I wouldn't do another 2019 West Point, but I figure, if PCGS is willing to put their money where their mouth is, and they're going to cough up $5,000 for some lucky son of a gun to submit the first coin, and this is also, it's not about the $5,000. This is huge publicity for them, in the best way possible. So, anyways, all right, that's gonna do it. I might take the weekend off. It's been kind of one of those weeks, but I want to thank you guys for joining in. I know it's a long video, but I have a lot to say about this subject, and it's like you figure you exhaust all the information on this circulated coin release, but that's, in a nutshell, that's how big of a program, a campaign this is, because it's never been done before. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like this video if you like Tired Sean. I don't know. Everybody's tired this time of night, but I guarantee you there's going to be at least 4 of you that are going to be watching this at 2 o'clock in the morning in the East Coast. So you guys take care, and God bless. All right, peace.